I've traveled a lot. It's my passion and part of my career, but I never thought I'd be traveling during the COVID-19 pandemic.
Well, this is somewhere I never expected to be, especially during this crisis, but if you can see behind me, I'm at an airport. I am actually taking a cross-country flight today. Not really comfortable with it, to be really totally honest.
Because of a few challenging events, including the non-COVID related illness of a loved one, I needed to get from California back to the East Coast.
I've got a mask, I've got scarves, I've got gloves. I don't have them on right now because there's literally no one near me, but I will put it on before I get on the flight. The things you gotta do.
I considered driving, but was concerned about hotels and restaurants being closed, and the fear of stopping in states that had high rates of coronavirus infection made me a little nervous and, frankly, scared my family. From the start, the airport was practically empty. Have you ever been dropped off at the curb and seen so few people? And inside the terminal. Obviously, the inside of the airport was bare also. Those small kiosks are independently operated, so imagine the economic impact this is having on the small business owners and their employees. There are a lot of apocalypse jokes to be made here, but at a time like this, I'll refrain. As for my health and safety, I tried to be prepared.
These are some disposable latex gloves that a friend of mine who happens to be a medical doctor gave me to use on the flight. This is the mask I'll be using on the flight. If you look closely, you'll see this is an N95 mask. It is left over from over a year ago when I was covering the fires up in Northern California, and I just happened to have one left in my trunk. Miss Charlotte is going on the flight too. She's yawning. It's almost nap time for her. She has no idea what's going on. It was really weird in the terminal, and now I'm about to get on the flight. From what I understand, there's only about 20 people on this flight.
Let's get real. I rarely clean at home, and here I am wiping down my seating area on the plane with a disinfectant wipe. Big apologies to my germaphobe friends who've always done this. I stand corrected.
I have the entire room to myself.
Rather than cabin service, flight attendants handed out pre-made bags with water, crackers, cookies, and of course, a hand sanitizer wipe. Before I landed, I had to lay out the ground rules for whoever picked me up from the airport, which included no touching my luggage and no hugs until I had gotten home and taken a shower. Charlotte, on the other hand, obeyed no such rules. What's next? We wait for at least a month. Charlotte and I are self-isolating and working from the East Coast while trying to help our family. Technically, the flight was fine, but I don't want to deal with that kind of stress on a flight again, at least until the COVID-19 threat has lessened.